Okay.
Hello, FPL managers. Welcome to another wonderful FPL Ambassador show, Game Week 15 preview. We just ended Game Week 14 yesterday night with Son and Kane disappointing. With Kane disappointing his managers. Son delivered for some of his managers there, but before that, the last time we met, it was Game Week 13. So we missed the weekend as well, where those who own Son and Kane too also suffered again. Charlie Rowland, what do you say about that match that was called off?
It was a painful situation because the earlier reports that came out were that Liverpool's game would rather be postponed due to bad weather. Then you wake up on Sunday and you're hearing these reports of there being snow at Turf Moor and all of that. Then eventually, when kickoff time comes, lineups are announced, and all of a sudden it's been postponed. But it's one of those things.
What can we do? But it's one of those things. It's just a reminder to us all about the need for us to have a very good bench. You know, when we was talking about the Liverpool issue on Saturday, one of the first things I did was I went to change my vice captain. I wanted to make sure that my vice captain was on the same fixture. So I just wanted to check and make sure that my vice captain was so that in case the Liverpool match is called off. So it's just a reminder to managers that now that the snow has started coming, I'm not saying it will happen again, but just make sure that your captain and vice captain are not in the same fixture so that in case the match is called off, you just know what to do. But we are happy and glad, no matter how the week went, we will just move forward to the next game week. Game week 15 is just tomorrow. So, Rowland, we'll talk about this.
It's a normal request for subscription. So please subscribe, like the channel. We've realized over the past few weeks that the viewership has even gone down. Please try and broadcast this, try and share with other on other platforms, on other WhatsApp groups, in Instagram.
Don't keep that report to yourself.
Just help do the page. Because we started nicely. I mean, we could have 400 views, 200 views, and it has dropped drastically. In a whole week, we have just 16. If you have some feedback you also want to give us why you think maybe the viewership is going down, that's fine. If you want to also let us know what we can do to increase the numbers, so that's also fine. So we accept positive criticism, as I always say every time. So try and get on board, try and help us grow the channel. I don't want it to be that when the channel is fully grown by someone else helping us, then you come and say, "Oh, we knew him, we knew these guys. We were the ones who started with them." And you know, you knowing us and you starting with us means that you also owe us a bit of loyalty by trying to also help push the channel, and that's what we are requesting. The number of people we have in the league now, we don't even need to talk about that one again. Just subscribe to the channel. Those of you who have also subscribed, who are on the mini league and haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do it. It's just a click of a button. It's just one click, 5 seconds, you are done. Right? So kindly subscribe to the channel. When we see all these big guys, we are happy, we want to follow them, want to listen to them. We sometimes even give more filler than they do. We sometimes even give more insight into stuff than they do, but it's because they have the platform. You also help us. We also get a platform, and we'll also be happy that you're also part of it. So that's my 2 cents to you guys.
That's it's a team and we are all working together. So let's all help grow the channel together. It's by our request that we came this far. Thanks for all those who have also liked the channel as well. Okay, so Rowland, Game Week 14 just yesterday.
Yes.
How was it for you?
Okay, so Game Week 14 was a bit of a mixed reaction. I didn't get to watch the Brighton game, and that was I listened to commentary. So I realized during the game that Rafinha wasn't getting that many chances, and Leeds have not looked too great, even with Bamford in the team, but they've looked worse with him out of the team. So I
Okay.
decided that if that be the case, the week before, I think I made a comment that I wanted to buy Jota.
Yeah.
So I even
Yeah.
discussed
Yeah.
it with you. Yeah,
Yeah.
but we felt that the best way moving forward for that point in time was just to hold on to Rafinha, settle my defense because Chilwell was out, try and settle the defense.
Yeah. Alonso.
So uh, yes, so Jota scored a brace. That one didn't even worry me that much because it wasn't really my primary decision to take.
Decision.
What I wanted
Sure.
to look at was settling Chilwell. So that aside, I brought in Alonso. Then I sold Rafinha for Jota. Oh, in fact, they both got the same points. But moving
Yeah.
forward, if you look at how attacked Liverpool as a team is, then you get to
Mm-hmm.
understand the reason why I took Rafinha out. Because they looked
Mm-hmm.
very porous, very disjointed. They looked like a side not going anywhere just until
Sure.
fortuitous handball from Gehi that gave them the
Yeah.
penalty.
Penalty.
So
Yeah.
what I've also been told is that Rafinha is the fourth penalty taker in Leeds. So I think the first three went. So I don't really know how true that is, but that was what was going around in the Twitter community. But Rodrigo was on the pitch, so I don't really
Yeah.
know how he comes forth because Rodrigo took in Rafinha's absence. So I don't know how that works out. But
Okay.
I mean,
Okay. All right.
fair play to all those who stuck with him
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
by one reason or
Yeah.
the other. It's about patience, having the patience with
Yeah.
players and
Yeah.
how your team setup also looking like, right? So I took him out, brought in Jota. I do not have I don't feel bad, because maybe Jota is playing Wolves and Rafinha is playing Brentford next. No, I don't really
No.
look
No.
at
No.
that. But usually I look at a period of time, how they've been playing,
Okay.
right? So that was it. Captain Salah delivered as usual. Please, guys, until he goes for the AFCON, just keep it on him because it's at your own peril. You try to take because managers were discussing, Vardy is back on form. He scored two goals, but when you really look at Vardy's two goals, they looked. I
I
mean,
know. No. Wait. No.
half
Wait. Wait. Wait.
they weren't clear
What?
cut.
What? No. What?
They weren't clear
Roland.
cut.
Roland. But that is how Vardy is. Vardy.
No,
Vardy
no,
never.
I guess it.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me land. What I'm trying to
Okay.
just say
Okay.
is that sometimes we get deceived by the number of goals, or we are so stats biased, right? Now
Yeah.
when a
Yes.
player
Yes.
scores two
Yes.
goals, he
Yes.
assists two goals, automatically we're like, oh, the player is playing good. No, Rafinha played and got 8 points, but he didn't play well. The team didn't play well. So if you say I'm buying Rafinha on the basis of him getting 8 points, then I'm sorry, I'm mistaken. That's what I want to draw managers'
Sure.
attention
Sure.
to.
Sure.
Right. So if you say, I want to join the Vardy party because his fixtures are good. The game against Southampton, I didn't watch all, but the little that I watched, he looked so out of sorts.
Yeah.
Right. So yes, that's Vardy's game. Vardy is on and off and all of
He's
that.
on and
But
off.
when
Yeah.
you look at it, like, wow, these goals could have easily been missed, or they could have easily been saved on the line by like it's not so like the first 5 games, 6 games when he was scoring goals, you could tell that this is
Like
a
you
goal.
said.
He gets the ball, it's
Yeah.
a goal.
Sure.
Yes,
Sure.
from a tight angle. That's what I'm just trying to point out. So managers
Okay.
should also be
Okay.
careful of that. Alonso
Okay.
was a disappointment last week, last 2 game weeks. I mean, he got
last
1 point each.
last week and then the other week in between.
So I think I kept faith with the youth. Tony and Mbuemo, that one, we will keep them out till the season comes. But the defenses have been disappointing. I mean, City conceded in the last minutes of the game against West Ham. Livramento has been disappointing. I'm even looking at selling him because I think that his time is almost up, but not now.
Sure.
But I mean, in the
Sure.
next few weeks,
Sure.
I'll look at selling him. Then I think that's
I think
about it.
I think
James being
you
benched
should
this
look at
week.
you look at Johnson of West Ham.
I
He's
already
playing
have
and West Ham
Johnson.
things are getting better. You already have it. Oh, that's
Yeah,
good for you, Charlie. You have him there
I have
too. So
Johnson. I got
nice.
him on my wild card.
That I can see Trent coming into your team very soon. So
Yes. It's
yeah.
one of the things I'm looking to do. But you will get there. We'll get there. We'll get to talk
Okay,
about that.
okay, okay. So, but you're still in the top, you're still in the top 100K. So that is a very good mark there. I have moved
Yeah.
back. I don't know what is happening to my FPL
Oh
season this year.
no.
When things come, then things go. But Charlie,
Oh
I
no.
I I have analyzed and realized that I've not done any bad thing to really worry myself, because I was like, am I doing it? Am I being too risky or something? But I just realized that it was not that. So actually, I played the 4-4-2 with James there, but James, when Tuchel spoke that James had a knock, I knew most likely he won't risk him. So I wasn't really surprised that he didn't play. But
Yes.
then the one who came
Yeah.
in for me was Mbuemo. Mbuemo have been planning to sell for a long time, but I canceled him because there are other things sorted out in the team. So I took a -4 to bring in
Exactly.
Connie, and then Alonso. And then Alonso didn't do the work. Connie to didn't do the work, but we didn't just buy them for one game week. It's for a longer period of time. So no, nothing bad there, but we believe them. And then Salah captaincy. Last week when we were speaking about game week 14, speaking about, we were only talking about 13, but we were making a preview of 14. I was asking about what if Son and Kane score, would we go against Salah? And then their game was called off, and we said, what if Vardy scored? Will we captain Vardy? Some said they might not. But then it was more, the start was more like Salah does not score in the Messi side there. But I was like, Charlie, the way this guy is playing this year, he's playing at a very different level. If you check the stats for Salah from 16-17 coming till now, the rate is playing at this year, the way he's taking shots, the way he's getting involved, and much very good in he's getting involved in assists this year as compared to previous years. So almost, we've played 14 game weeks. He's blanked only once. So who else? Who is the most consistent player to me? And normally the captain is somebody you know that at least will score for you or assist for you. It's not necessarily the biggest pointer for the week, but somebody you know that at least you can get the doubling point effect from there. So my team is in here, but not too. But I suffered the drop in
Exactly.
rank
Yeah.
first from 13 because of the Spurs game. So Kane and Son cost me, but it have affected that. But what do we do, Charlie? We'll move on. Hurricane really wants to worry me, but I wouldn't say much about Hurricane. So we'll move on. So this is Marvin's team. Marvin will try and join us. He's caught up in work this early morning, so Marvin will join us. So Marvin's team has Salah captaincy as well. Funny enough, I still can't believe how all throughout the 14 game weeks of this season, all of us have captained the same. We've had the same captain all throughout. It's very surprising. We've had the same captain all throughout. So Salah captaincy over there too for Marvin, and Marvin has brought in Trent. So when Chilwell got injured, Marvin has brought in Trent. When James got injured, he's brought in. No, when Chilwell got injured, he brought in Trent now, and then he had a Son and Kane double ups as me. They didn't do the work in Buemo, and then he has Smith Rowe. So I can't tell what his plans would be going forward from there. So the FPL Ambassadors League game week 14, we have Win 11 who has overtaken Catalan FC on top there. Many other managers there. Invigil has now dropped 8. He was first around the top 10, the number 1 on there, but now he's dropped there. And many people are also climbing up the ranks to it. So things are changing. But we have at least 2 people who have entered have had 1,000 points. Congrats to the first 2 managers in our league to get the Catalan and Win 11. Well done to you over there. Yes. So about the transfer tracker, we talked about some players to get. If you haven't gotten Jota shows priority. And Son and Kane are disappointing us, even though they've had the fixtures. Son has done quite better than Kane. And Ronaldo, as we said, even though had some kind of a bit of some difficult. The Chelsea fixture was the one that was also challenged, but then we said that Ronaldo should be worked out because overall, and Ronaldo has scored here, and we're expecting that against Crystal Palace, he should be able to do the work there. So that is with the transfer tracker there. We'll update it after the next 2 So game week 13 is way behind us on Saturday. So we wouldn't talk much about it, but this is our take how it went. It didn't go too very well over there. Now, game week 15, I'm waiting for Roland. If Roland joins us, if Roland is able to join us back then, so I will do my take first. I think he had a slight challenge with his network, so he'll join us quite soon. So now, game week 15, looking at the fixtures, McCarthy is somebody to be watched out for as a goalkeeper. Reguilon is the guy I really want to talk about. We have been so concerned about Spurs attack that we forgotten that Spurs have a very good left back in Reguilon. And the Antonio Conte system always prioritizes his wing backs, and Reguilon has started proving. And in Conte's first 3 games, he has been able to give us some clean sheets and then some goals and assists there. So Reguilon is somebody to, as well as facing Norwich there. Jota, if as at now you still don't have Jota, please, it should be your pride chance, because the Liverpool team is the best attack in the league. You might not buy necessarily for this week's fixture against Wolves, but the Liverpool team has scored 2+ goals in almost all their games this season. The only game I remember they didn't score was the game against us, where they scored once. So you need to get Jota there. And then Che Adams against Southampton against Brighton. You know, most people are talking about Adam Armstrong, but Che Adams also doing the work for Southampton over there. So we look at that for him. Yes. So Che Adams is doing the very good for Southampton over there. Southampton are not necessarily scoring too many goals, but I find a way to score. And Brighton's defense is not the very best as it was at the beginning of the season. So if that's also to say that if you have Livramento, get him, because Livramento normally gets involved in attack as well. So you can play him, don't bench him. And Maxwell Cornet. The Burnley team is the team we all know to be a team that is quite very defensive. They don't really push going forward. They always try to say, but I think in the past year or so, Sean Dyche has tried to mix their defense with attack, such that now they are losing much of their defensive acumen, and now they are trying to score some goals there. And with Chris Wood and then Kone is playing out of position, so he's a midfielder, but he's playing as an attacker. So when he's scored goals for a while now, he's somebody I've been speaking to Roland for a while. That let's watch out for him. I've not been able to buy him, but now I finally got him, because I think he's really somebody to watch out for there. My captain for this week is Ronaldo. CR7. Ronaldo. Somebody say, why would you captain Ronaldo over Salah? It's possible to captain because the Wolves fixture for Salah is not it's not the very best, although we know Salah will be the best captain. But with Man U having a bounce, drawing against Chelsea when nobody expected them to draw against Chelsea, and then scoring against Arsenal yesterday, looking at how they are working, they are getting their mojo back. And to have Ronic first game against Crystal Palace, the guys will really want to step up to the plate to welcome him. So Ronaldo always likes to rise up to such occasions, big occasions. He'll want to rise up to the occasion. So Ronaldo, captain over there, is something we sure can watch out for over there. Let me hear from you. What is your response over there? What do you think? Do you think Ronaldo is a guy to watch out for this, or it's just a fluke? He will go back into the forest again and vanish for some weeks or so. So that is it there. I think Roland has still been able to join me. So I will go through Roland's take. When he comes back, I'll take him. I'll let him make some comments. So he's gone for Hugo Lloris in pole. Lloris is doing that. It looks like Conte is focusing more on the defensive solidity of his team first. So Lloris is somebody, if you are looking for a replacement for a goalkeeper, you can look out for him there, and he normally gets saves points as well. If you cannot buy Mendy, then you can keep in the 5.5 range for Hugo Lloris there. Tariq Lamptey is really doing a very good work there. We know him from last season, whereby he's always involved in attack attack there, though he doesn't play 90 minutes, but as a right back who sometimes plays as a wing back and get assists there, creates chances in there. He's somebody you surely can get, looking at his price range as well. And then Mason Mount. Mount is someone who has really been under the radar. Apart from that, his 21 points, I think somewhere in game week 7 or game week 8, we've really not really had time to consider Mount. Some said it was a fluke, but Mount is somebody who is always getting involved in the assists. He creates chances, and now with Romelu Lukaku back, is going to help the Chelsea team. I believe the game against West Ham is going to be an all play all game. But whatever it is, whatever it is, Mount should be involved in some attacking returns there. So Roland went with Roland has gone with Mount there, and then he says Ronaldo. It looks like Ronaldo not winning the Ballon d'Or has really annoyed him. Somebody say, "Why am I wearing a PSG shirt?" I am not a Messi fan. I'm not doing this to spite Messi. So I just felt like wearing a PSG. Yes. So as my partner also says that Ronaldo will go. Sammy, Ronaldo will go back. So we shouldn't buy him. Oh, yeah. So Ronaldo is a guy we are all looking to over there just to see if he can continue or not. And then Roland is very keen on James Maddison. Maddison has been missing for the whole season, and just all of a sudden he appears in the he's a differential player. But Leicester's features are quite okay. So those who are maybe trying to move on Vardy to maybe Ronaldo you can cover Vardy by using Maddison. So that is also a nice way to try it there. So Maddison is somebody who will be feeding Vardy in there, and he also has the way of being able to score some goals, some long range goals as well. But the only challenge is whether he can be that very consistent there. But as we learned from last season, when the player starts a run, either you join it or you don't join it at all. If you wait too long, by the time you join, all the goals would have finished in there. Roland said Captain Son. So Son has taken the lead. Kane has still not scored. Hey, Harry Kane, 14 games. 14 games. Harry Kane has scored only one goal. Hey. In fact, let me link this thing. Actually, going into game week 15, my captain was Harry Kane against Norwich. I was just waiting to know that I know he would score against Brentford because Brentford opened up attack. Kane did not score. As soon as Kane did not score, I said, "Hey, I won't even come to you again." So I've changed the captain back to Salah there, but it's not bad. So these are key players going into the game week 15. Now, so Roland calls that the West Ham game would be a West Ham 2-1 win for West Ham against Chelsea. I'm surprised. Newcastle will win 2-1 against Burnley. Brighton and Southampton will be 1-1. He says that Liverpool will keep a clean sheet against Wolves and a 2-0 win. Watford with Emmanuel Dennis are really, really surprising people. So Emmanuel Dennis is somebody that should be watched. After this week, he's somebody you should get. You can even buy him down and then not necessarily against City, he can still score. Yes, though the City defense and Chelsea defense are very good. Sometimes they concede one or two goals in there. And then he goes a 2-1 win for Brentford against Leeds. He says that Crystal Palace. Hey, did I use the right predictions for Roland? Please let me just quickly cross check. I think I have mixed up Roland's predictions. Am I really sure? Yeah, that is his prediction. Yes, he said Crystal Palace will score Man United 2-1. Hey, this United fan, Roland. United guys will beat him more. Spurs will win 2-1 against Norwich. Aston Villa will win 2-1 against Leicester, and then Everton will score Arsenal 1-0. I think that game might end as 2-1 or so like that. Okay, great. So now, what do you think that Roland should do to his team? What do you think that Roland? If I watch, let me know. What do you think Roland should do to his team? Looking at his team now for this week, these are his guys. Who do you think he needs to sell? Who do you think he needs to bring in? I personally, I think I perceive with Roland calling Ronaldo on the show, Roland is going to buy Ronaldo, and I think maybe the guy who might leave might be Vardy. I don't know whether he would sell Jesus, whether the cash will allow him to get Ronaldo from there, but that is it. Yes, let me know from you, what do you think Roland needs to? But I think the team is quite okay, because I think James is on the bench because James was injured coming into this. But I'm sure with Tuchel's press conference we're expecting today, he would most likely be fit there. So that is it there. I believe you surely captain Salah. You shorten captain Salah. So you might have a 3-4-3, the same formation, but if he brings in Ronaldo replace Vardy, and I don't know who he will change. I don't know if you have enough money to do the money straight transfer there. Okay. Hey, Marlvin. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Sorry, I'm late.
Yes,
Work
Charlie.
duties.
Oh,
But
Charlie,
Charlie, what can we do?
it's all part of it. Yes. So this is where I was. So we've looked at the key players and everything. So this is looking into game week 15. This is Roland's team.
Okay.
This is his team. He's called Ron. I think he's also here. Let me see. I think his device is really having a challenge. They need to connect to their mic before you can add them. I'm trying to add Roland. Marvin, please can you call Roland and tell him that he should check his mic and camera settings, because that is why when I connect him, he's not joining.
I think we should try WhatsApp him rather. Let me see.
WhatsApp. Okay, sure. Because he's gone off about 10 minutes. He's been trying to join and still it's like the A is not connecting him. When I add him, then it goes. Okay. Yeah. So Roland he's called Ronaldo as a forward. And I know when Roland calls a forward, it means most likely he's going to get him. So I think Roland is surely going to get he's going to get Ronaldo to replace Vardy. That is what I think. Yes, so that is how his team is. So that is his team. You, since he's not here, let me do mine, and then maybe by the time you'll be done, he might come. Then we get him to give us his own views. So this is my team going into game week 15. Marvin, I've dropped again, Charlie. Sincerely, Charlie,
I don't remember last time I saw a green arrow. Charlie, you have been bombing more than Bob Marley, Charlie. Yeah, since the one card, red.
He's
Red.
back. He's back.
What transfer did you make? What transfer did you make?
My transfer, okay. Yeah, Charlie, nice to have you back. Well, you're welcome. So Marvin was asking me what transfers did I make.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes, viewers, sorry, Roland has some technical challenges. You know it happens, but he's been able to sort it out. So Marvin was asking what transfer did I make? Yes. So I brought in Kone and then Alonso for this week. So I brought in Kone and
Did you do a -4? Was there 2 free transfers?
I said 2 free transfers.
Charlie, Raymond, you've been taking more hits than doing normal transfers.
You see, it's very funny. Watch this. Last week, game week 13, my plan was, I banked the transfer, and my plan was only get Jota. So I brought in Jota and then Davis. Right? I brought in Jota and then I brought in Davis. That was a simple straight transfer. Then Chilwell got injured. So when Chilwell got injured, I had the money to buy James. So then I had to bring in James. So that I did the -4. That was on 4's -4. Then I realized that who was messing up in my midfield there. Somebody was messing up in my midfield. Then I wanted to get Conte and I got Alonso. And all of them came to they didn't do anything. So
Oh, you
Charlie,
got Mendy.
you see how they are ball. Come again. Roland.
I think you said you had Mendy also.
Yes, so Mendy and A was the one who went I got this guy for forgotten. So I Mendy and Watkins went for Jota to come in.
Okay.
Then Chilwell went so I don't even know what to do again. So now you see,
did you get the Jota point?
Yes, last week.
Last week.
I've got all those Jota.
So that means did you get green arrow last week then?
Yeah. You don't know that I had Son and Kane and postpone their fixtures.
Actually, you're born power. You're born in an Emmanuel. A bomb bang your bomb now. Nobody got a green arrow.
Oh, Charlie. You know, funny enough, I told you guys that anytime my team looks solid on paper, the team decides not to perform.
Seriously?
If you look at it, now look at it. This team looks solid on paper, but the team will not do it. It will just be. So Charlie, now we are ball. But I am not doing any transfer. I want to bank so that I can do. I don't want to be the -4. I've tried. I'll do my best not to do -4.
I've done 2. I think all the -5 is bomb.
So I'm planning not to do a transfer, but Kane is annoying me. Seriously, Kane is annoying me. Kane is seriously annoying me, and he might go for Ronaldo. He might go before Sunday. It depends. He might go before Sunday. I've told Roland I'm a Kane believer. I've been a Kane believer since. So when it comes to Kane, I don't really rush to sell him or stuff like that. But he's really annoying me now. Because you had 4 very good fixtures. All of them, you've not scored anything. I bought him before Conte. And since he came into my team, he's not done anything. Conte has come to you. He won't do anything for me. So Charlie. So that is it with my team. Any recommendations do you think about the team now yourself?
Honestly, as you said, the team looks very good on paper. I don't see where you would make a change. I don't understand. Like, so this is fixtures for this coming week, right?
Yes, this coming week. Yes,
like I don't see where the issue is really. I don't see where the issue is, and I'll tell you to also what's it? I think banking a transfer is fine. I don't see where your issue is.
Yeah. So I'll just bank the transfer and then I'll just move on. And yes, that reminds me. Yes, let me say this to our viewers. The fixtures are coming. The Christmas fixtures are coming, and we need to start strengthening our bench. So normally we have only one bench guy. Now you need to start getting at least 2 playing bench guys because you know that in case a rotation comes in, 1 or 2 of them can come. So let's all look there. And I think Johnson of West Ham 4.0 Johnson has taken overtaken Kufal at that spot. So those who are not getting a fit guy can get Johnson there. He's a very good guy to watch there. And West Ham feels like need to get a bit better there. So let's all be looking at. And then the 4.4 guys, Gilmore is now playing since Dean Smith came. At least have somebody who can give you at least the 2 points in there. So that is it for my team there. So I'm just praying this week. You guys, please do the work for me. I don't want any banza things. And please do something for me. Make me happy. A whole FPL ambassador. Look at my rank. 1.2 million. We're almost 1.3 million. How do you expect? If I drop to 1.5, I won't come to the show again. Oh, so Marvin, this is your team. What's your plan?
Hey, is that my rank?
That's your rank. You don't check. Yesterday was late.
Wonderful. I didn't even know I was there. I was going back like that. So this is what
your team that gave me 14.
So my transfer plans.
Yes.
So honestly, the same way Kane is annoying you, me in Buemo has been annoying me for a very, very, very long time. He's been annoying me for a very, very long. This guy hits the post and everything. So Charlie, if I'm to make a transfer, he's the one I'm looking. The guy has to leave. He has to leave. It's okay. At least they came when I just jumped on this just last
Just
week.
jump it, just relax
So
and see.
the frustration hasn't reached there yet. But in Buemo, no, there was it was up.
It's all.
So I'm looking at taking him out. He's really
But
annoying.
I think you have James on your bench, right?
You have James on my bench here.
Okay, so it means you would bench Liverpool this week, right?
Yeah. Definitely James is playing.
Okay,
I've learned my lesson. All the big hitters will play, whether fixture is good or not good. I don't want to do another Cancelo. So okay. Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah,
yes,
that's pretty
okay.
much it. But
Kane
anyway,
for Kane for no.
Oh, Jaisa.
oh,
But at least
Arku
me,
and
the only thing
Marlvin
I'm happy is
There's a whole
at
Arku and
least
hmm.
the only thing I'm happy is at least Son scored. At least and that is the good thing I'm having. I had the double up. At least one scored. If one didn't score, then
Yeah.
actually the way I die. Oh, Charlie. So, Marvin, if you're selling Mbeumo, who are you going to get?
So I'm looking at two options. Either I'm looking at, of course, the likes. Of course, somebody like Gallagher has great fixtures coming up.
Sure.
The likes of Kone.
What about Sinkiro?
So I'm looking at that mid price section.
Okay.
Rafinha there, I know he scored, but the same way I'm tired of him. I got tired of him very quickly. Well, wasn't very quickly, but eventually I'm not actually I can't stand this flow. Today you're in tomorrow you're playing kind of thing. So I'm looking at the mid price.
It's a waste of space.
The mid price with the Gallagher's because I have ESR now because I got ESR on one of my matches.
Okay.
And he got me that fluke goal, so I have to take it. So, Gallagher, Kone, yeah, I think those are the two main. Those are the two main ones.
So Marvin, looking at the team, like we missed game week 14, so we didn't see the teams coming in here. I think Antonio is gone. Do you have any plan of bringing him back, or you bring you?
Antonio went for Saint to Newcastle decides to get a red card. Actually, FPL, I don't understand it all. Charlie, Saint ban the whole Saint Clark 9th minute red card. Spoiled them the whole plan for your. Oh, so I think the ESR.
That guy is a baller. Not 10 against 11 or 11 against 11. The guy can play football.
He's a footballer, but he's no more of an FPL athlete.
So I brought Saint. So that means I brought Saint and who? What did I do?
I
think I brought. I brought Saint. Was it? I brought Saint and TA. I think that's what I did. Am I correct?
Okay.
I brought Saint and TA, and then I brought.
No, you brought TA the first week. Then the second week you brought Kane and.
I brought TA and ESR. Yes, I brought TA and ESR. So that week,
okay.
I think TA got me points. ESR didn't do anything, and then I brought Saint.
And none of them didn't do anything, and ESR did something.
This week, shit.
Some of our partners, I can see you are in the any comment, how's your team looking like? How was your game week? How was your game week 14? Like let us know from there. So Marvin, any plan to bring in of the West Ham guys soon? Since they're
sorry, Jared Bowen is somebody that I should be looking at as well. Yeah, Jared Bowen. Yeah. Sure. Antonio at the moment is not convincing me if I'm going for West Ham. He's just a bit off. Someone like Jared Bowen for now, you know. But
Roland, you talk about your let's move on, okay? Roland.
I've missed the chat, so I don't even know where we are now. Like
no, we are your team. The plan for going to game 15. We finished everything. This is the last night. Yes, plan to game 15.
Okay.
Don't worry, Charlie. Sorry for the technical challenge as well. Mm-hmm.
So, normal. So for me, I'm looking at selling Vardy and Jesus. I do want a City asset moving forward, but I think I'll make do with a midfielder instead of the forward. I don't like, during this time, Pep does a lot of moving up and down, and I don't really fancy that kind of thing. And Vardy, I'm having a feeling he'll be benched this week because they have Napoli in midweek, and it's a must-win game for them. So Ronaldo looks my sure bet. Ronaldo and Watkins, they look my sure bet. Yeah, for Jesus and Vardy this week.
For -4?
week to bring TA in, but
I think Roland is breaking.
then moving forward, I know what to do.
So Roland, I'm saying, so do you want to do it for a -4?
Come again?
So, do you want to do the Ronaldo Watkins move for a -4?
Yes. It looks that's what looks most likely this week.
Okay. So yeah, you have faith in Mbeumo. Marvin says he's selling Mbeumo. You want Mbeumo.
Oh yeah, it's not about having faith in him, but it's just about you looking at your team and where needs strengthening. You understand that it's not every game week, not every player will give you points. So just take the 2 points and move on, and try and strengthen areas where you feel you can get points from.
Motivational speaker. No.
So Mbeumo is just like a plus on my team. Tony is a bit better, but you know, if I even get 10 players or 9 players getting me points, it's better than trying to be unrealistic, expecting 11, right? Okay. So even if I bring in Watkins and Ronaldo and they don't even give me that points, but I mean, all in all, no, I must look at it from 1 point. At least one of the two should be able to give me points.
Charlie, the guy is giving us bass. Yeah. Back out, plus you're going. The way you're talking, Charlie.
Yes, I'll finish. Then you see that I bring TA, but it doesn't look like
it. No, but you know, he's facing Wolves, and the Wolves, that Wolves defense is quite stubborn. Though the Liverpool attack is quite very good, the Wolves defense is quite stubborn. They won't open up for you to get the clear cut.
That's why my prediction. I went for 2-0.
Liverpool can really score and say, but that game is challenged some way.
Crystal Palace will concede.
Maybe if I bring Ronaldo, I might captain Ronaldo. I'm saying it on the pod. If I bring Ronaldo, I might captain him.
Because the coach was asked today about Ronaldo. The coach was asked today about Ronaldo, and he was saying that he feels that he can play in the system, and at 36 years of age, playing the way he played yesterday is just phenomenal. So you should be.
I needed to hear.
Yeah, so you should.
Charlie.
You should know that Ronaldo is playing as.
So you can if you wanna. Hasn't he gone up in price?
Kane is going. Kane is on the chopping block.
If you have Son, there's no need for the double up on Spurs right now. If you have Son, just maintain Son. Then you go Ronaldo.
Yeah, sure.
Because I like to
play my assets.
Yeah,
so you just go for Ronaldo and forget it. Until 28. So you see, that Ralph come at the right time. You'll be getting 3.3. I'll be like, we should maintain him at the end of the season. You want Eric Ten Hag?
The guy. Eric Ten Hag. What's that?
Eric Ten Hag.
Charlie, all the best, everyone. So, any questions for managers? Managers, any questions? So, I've spoken about strengthening the bench, looking at how the fixture, they're entering the Christmas fixtures. Everybody should start looking at how to have at least 2 good guys on the bench, even if they are not scoring guys, at least somebody that in case the bench comes, you get some two Miludu there.
One thing I just want to advise is that if you are looking at your bench, to look at the players who are from 15th to 20th. Those first team players hardly get rotated because they want to get up the ladder or get up the table. So players like Williams, like Aarons, those kind of players, they will not be rested over the Christmas break. Seldom will they be. So if you want them like Brownhill and Co, those players will play. So if you want
play every game, then they don't have other players to be rotating with like Pep will do. He said to show what Tom what. Okay, sure. So that is key there. So Marvin, who are you captaining this week?
I brought Kane in with the ambition of captaining him against Norwich, but
Charlie.
Let's go back to default. Let's go to default, Charlie. I mean, personally,
You know, do you know that as by Wednesday, my captain was my captain for this week was on Kane. Yesterday
me too,
after
I
the
put it on
game,
game.
no, I
I haven't
changed it.
watched
I
any
said,
game this week, but I opened the app. I saw 4-1. I was like, hey, 4-1K. I saw Salah 2 goals. I thought I'm changing. I did not.
changing here. Well, I think you're saying something. Well, talk.
Yeah. Marvin, I make one. Back to Salah now. Back to Salah, Charlie. No, don't stress yourself. I was saying up to Afcon, just captain Salah and forget. You see, the thing is him being benched, but now they have a Champions League game and they've qualified. So if he plays this week, he won't play until the next week. So you can still captain him. It's more dicey for
you talk club. I want Champions League record. Let play me. As for him, it's the idea. He's playing. He's really playing. And club is allowing him to play as well. So whether he might not get the bench, but the very funny. Somebody says that Salah always gets one benching in December. So the point is, which match will he will bench?
He'll get.
But I think this year, because of how the race is, the three guys, and Chelsea, City, Liverpool, you can't risk benching your guy anyhow. So I think it's good for us over there. So any key players, managers to watch out for. Marvin, what's your take on Emmanuel Dennis and Josh Kane?
Oh, fantastic! I think you're a fantastic player, especially Emmanuel Dennis. I think, I mean, to score against the likes of, Chelsea and things.
Yeah,
I think it's really worth looking at. So definitely we'll be looking at that very soon.
Yeah. After this fixture against City, his fixtures now get good. The Watford fixtures become very good. The only talk some people are saying is that he might be going to the AFCON. So around game week 19, he might have to go after the Boxing Day fixture. So it's kind of a bit tricky there. But I think if you can get him for 4 weeks, there's nothing bad if you can get him there. And we don't even know whether finally he might be called up by the Nigerian team, because sometimes they might have the provisional squad and later on they might cut it down and they will not call the player. So Charlie, if you want to go in there. Okay, great. Any concern? We look at our wish list. Last week we talked about the wish list. Now we were saying that why is the big points green? The big points red. How many points are you expecting? Rowland?
51 to 70.
Hey, Marvin?
Charlie, 80 plus now with vision, with faith and vision.
80 plus. What's that? We need 80 plus.
But at this thing, why would I want to put myself? I go 80 plus.
80 plus. 80 plus and round. Charlie.
Kane hat-trick against Norwich. Great assist from Heung-min Son.
So you won't buy this boy will buy Ronaldo. You wouldn't have the balls to keep. You can't keep Kane.
Let's see.
Kane.
No, Rowland, let me tell you one thing. You know the most annoying thing about selling Kane? Watch, look at this. They are all playing their matches at the same time on Sunday. Ronaldo is playing.
That's dangerous.
And that's why it's called double agony. It's not like you can rest for one and then prepare your heart for the other. That's why they're all playing. So if one is sitting there, the other is not hitting. But Charlie, seriously, I want to go and watch the extended highlights of Kane against Norwich, because Norwich defense is relatively good now. So if I think that this Kane against Brentford, he didn't play very well, I'm selling him. Me Paris Saracen 70 there. You can move over there. So Charlie, thanks. Any concern? Any other concern? Wrap it there. So managers should join the league as well. Any concern? Okay. So thanks for us. Yes. So we've been able to make this game week 15. Let's prepare for Christmas, everybody. All the best to you as well. Let's share the video with your friends. Let your friends know about. Let them subscribe to the channel, and we'll meet God willing next week Thursday, because that is a normal week. We didn't have any midweek fixtures at all. And thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching as well. Thanks, everyone. Charlie, all the best to our week. Okay. Bye.
What's up?
Bye.
Bye.